Who wanna suck my pussy?
Wait, where's the camera? Oh, the camera's up here. I was trying to search for it, right? Yeah, I think that's the camera. Hey, this is the first episode of Kookii. Now, who wanna suck my pussy? Yeah, this is the first episode of Kookii. That's the name I'm going with. Because I've been having a hard time thinking of a name. Also, I'm freaked out because I'm recording on my iPad. And yes, I'm recording on my iPad. Do we have a problem? I can't hear you, so you don't get to have an opinion. And it's the first time I've ever used the camera on my iPad because why would I do that? But sorry, it's literally almost 2 a.m. And I want to do YouTube again. Why? Well, why not? Because I used to do YouTube. For those of you that don't know, I used to do YouTube back in quarantine, and that was fun, I guess. I mean, I learned a lot from editing and like Final Cut Pro and doing this and that, and I got like comfortable speaking to a camera, because you wouldn't think that'd be a problem, but truly put a camera in front of your face and try making conversation, and you're gonna see that it's a little odd. And you need time to get accustomed to that. But also, for those of you that were with me way back when, the OG fans, the two of you that are watching this, this is a different channel that I'm using, actually. Because on my original channel, I literally had my whole family and friends of families like that watched. There was like a video that I did that talked about like what was happening with Lebanon at the time, and I like sent it to everybody, and I sent it to like teachers, and I sent it to like my dad sent it to people, and it's just everybody knows about that channel, and I like can't talk about dick and balls if I wanted to. I can't do that. Well, I mean, I can. I'll just probably get kicked out. Right. And girl, with these tariffs, I cannot survive on my own. Hold my hand when I say this. I cannot survive on my own right now. So yeah, I'm not trying to do that. Although I do think it's unfortunate because, guys, we were like 425 subscribers strong. Like, and I'm not talking 425 million. I'm talking just 425. Hey, that's a start, right? And also, like, the reason why I stopped was because it literally got so toxic. Like, a whole day would pass. Well, also, it was like quarantine, so I didn't really have much to do or whatever, so I like really buried myself in the editing and the art of it all. I really did. And so it just got really toxic. Like a whole 7 hours would pass, and I'm like, oh my god, I only worked on like 2 minutes of the footage because I'm like heavily editing the video, and nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with that. But what did I want to say? But yeah, it just got really toxic at a point, and I just stopped because the whole point was for me to enjoy it. And then I realized that I had ulterior motives. I wanted views, I wanted fame, I wanted money. And what did I gain from that? None of those. So yeah, I just stopped. And also, I was like pretty censored. Let's not lie, I was pretty censored because, girl, like I cannot speak to my girls. I can't do that. And I hate being censored really hard. I can't function. I can't function as a person if I am slightly censored, which is like obvious. But when I think about it, when I think about it, But yeah, so that was that. Stopped doing that. That was what, 2022? Oh my god, that was 3 years ago. That's crazy. That was 3 years ago. Time is a funny little thing. Oh, to be a woman. um, and so I've been thinking about doing YouTube recently a lot because I need a hobby from all the shit that I've been going through. And first of all, let me be grateful because it's been it's been I guess I'm lying. It's been good, guys. It's been it's oh my god, am I okay? It's been okay. Stop. It's Can someone call 911? My brain is going crazy. It's honestly been okay. I think I'm lying. No, it has been. Honestly, like I'm a server now. For now, because it feels so hard. I'm still doing training, but I feel like training is honestly, it's just really hard because you're still getting accustomed. Because I tell myself, and this is absolutely no disrespect to any person, but I was like, a lot of dumb people have done this, and I'll name them. But I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it, right? So, and I've always wanted to serve. I'm a natural at it. No, but I always wanted to like be a waiter, right? Like I truly, truly always wanted it. My mom always gave me so much shit for it because also I really hope you can hear me. I didn't really like test out the technicalities of this, so I'm gonna get real pissed if you can't hear me. Yeah, my mom always gave me shit for it, and I was like, girl, who's gonna get you your food? I know damn well it's not your husband. So yeah, doing that, doing college. I'm not really doing college. I'm just AIing everything, and I'm so scared because 2 of my teachers already caught me. Yes. Thank you, thank you. No, please, you don't need to stand up. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's bad, girl. But I just need to be careful. I thought I was being careful. I mean, honestly, I kind of killed it because I've done like almost the whole semester. I mean, we've got a month. And if I get like an F, I can like bounce back to a B. I don't really care to get an A. Let me not say that. I can get A's effortlessly. See, part of why I'm so scared to get back on here is because I feel like everything I'm gonna say is just gonna manifest into reality, and that's not true. Like I just want to speak my thoughts as it is and just let it be, right? But part of me, I'm like, but what if I'm like manifesting that? What if I truly believe that? What if it just happens? You know? But I don't want that to happen. Guys, these are just thoughts. If I'm being serious about something, you'll know. If I'm not, then you'll know. You know? But yeah, I mean, no, things have been fine. I'm very, very grateful. It's just that this summer I'm gonna have to go renew my passport in Lebanon, and I don't want to do that. I have not been to Lebanon in ages, and I don't want to go. I guess it'll be a nice break from America, because I have so many thoughts, but America has been a culture shock. It continues to be. It's not really... I am actually baffled, like, the fact that I have family here and like no one tells you how insanely difficult it is to live here. No one says that. No one. I feel like if I had a friend or someone that I knew, you know, out of the kindness of my heart, I would tell them that this is not for the weak. You know, I would tell them that, hey, you know, the life that you once had and cherished, yeah, all of it is gone. No, honestly, it's not all bad. It's just that you literally have to hustle and bustle in a way that maybe because I grew up in like Saudi, and because so growing up in Saudi, you're really privileged, right? very privileged living. Like you're basically being like fed by a golden spoon or whatever the saying is. Um, and you don't really have to do much and you're like well off, right? Um, that's the consensus that I got. I mean, I was a child, I didn't really work there, but even like people that do work, they have one job and they're usually fine. Um, but then you get here and it's like two jobs are not enough. Hey, let me get a third. What? What? The fact that that's normal? Hey, with these tariffs, we might just go to a fourth. um, it's been a journey. It's been like I swung from this side of the pendulum to this side, and it's been such a crazy shift. Um, and I don't know. I don't know. Like part of me is like this is really unsustainable, and the fact that I want to make it as an actor and I want to make it, you know, like oh I came to America with the big dream. Yeah, so have like what millions of other people like you know it's definitely crazy. Yeah, but back to literally no one says anything about how difficult it is here. Like everyone just accepts it and it is what it is. I mean, I know at the end of the day, like what are you gonna do? Like you're just gonna throw in like a coup d'etat. Right. But I just think that oh, give me a moment. Don't go anywhere. Did you miss me? um but yeah, it's like no one like you just accept it and it is what it is. And I get to a certain actually let's add in some more lighting. I have my computer right here. Yes, we've got the whole gadget. Actually, there's like a whole film crew behind this. Say hi, guys. um, let me put um, 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 let's do this. Yeah. Oh, look at me. Look at me. Let me. Oh, girl. Let's do this. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Hey. Hey, stranger. I just had like a big whiff of like, not whiff, but like, let me, girl, what is we doing? What is we doing? Okay, I feel like that's good. Yeah, so, America explain, because I'm tired, and it's gonna turn a year. And so, even though I've been thinking about this in like the back of my mind, I haven't been like admitting it to me because I'm experiencing something that actually I'm the first to like discover this, you guys. But the death of an identity that I curated that I created that I created when I was like younger to get through like life at that time. And now that I'm you know like experiencing that identity. Let's see you speak to other languages before you come for my ass. I heard you. Yeah, I heard you judging. Yeah. See, even the film crew noticed it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so like now I thought about this today. I thought about this today because like come to find out like I'm gonna have to go to Saudi for like a few days after I renew my passport. I'm like, okay, just vote. Just vote. I already know I'm out. So I'm gonna have to go to Saudi, which is like really not that big of a deal. But it is for me, you know? It is like I created this like so much restraint, I think is the right word, like so much contempt against like going there and living there. Even though yes, I was privileged and yes, I like literally didn't have to do much. And then come here, it's like you do so much and it's still not enough. It's just so crazy how things turn out. Yeah, but Yeah, like I just found out like, yeah, whatever, like I'm gonna go. I'm not really gonna fight it anymore. I'm just like gonna accept it. Um but it's just like I started thinking like, oof, what if I get there and it's like I'm like constantly triggered, right? What if I get there and it's like I literally, because here, even though here I literally can do whatever I want. Like I have a car that I can drive, I have my own bank account, I have my own credit card, I have a job. Um, you know what I mean? Like I could do whatever I want. I have free will, you know? But over there, I don't know, it's just like I'm gonna have to Uber because I don't have a car there, I don't have a license. I don't have my own money, so I'm gonna need to have to ask my dad for it, which is not that big of a problem. Not that my dad ever gave me a problem about money. He's a very generous guy, but it's just like, you know, the ask of like asking a parent at your grown age. And it's not even about that. It's the hassle of like, can I get money? And it's like, I don't want to ask you. I don't have to want to ask you for money. And yeah, I just don't want to do that. I also am gonna have to. I'm not gonna say who in case this like comes across to someone, but like I'm gonna have to see people that I have known there for my whole life that I don't necessarily want to see because I have to adapt to. And it's like even worse because like I don't live there anymore, so they're gonna come see me or see us like, you know, like they're gonna come see me and it's like I'm gonna have to sit there and be like, yeah, well, I'm only here for 2 days, so I need to like sit here for like the next few hours and act like I'm having the time of my life. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Um, yeah, man, it's just terrible. It's just awful. I don't want to do that. But yeah, back to this bitch who had a lot to say about me in the press the other day. Miley, what's good? Yeah. Um, and I just don't want it. What was I thinking? Yeah, like the death of this identity that I was thinking about because I'm like, what if I get this Audi and like what if that was my 13th reason? It's not gonna be. But cuz this may like feel like a cry for help for like some of you watching like what is he on about? It's literally 2 a.m. This is crazy. Can he calm down? But yeah, I don't want like I don't ever want to be in a position where I need to go and do things because I need to do them. Um and I know that sounds selfish to a certain extent, but I've been doing that for a very, very, very long time. And I don't want to keep doing that. So it just bothers me that I'm still doing that, you know, like almost a year after I've technically gotten everything I've wanted, which to a certain extent I haven't, you know, because the reality of what you get versus what you thought you were getting is very different, obviously. But the fact that I've almost been here a whole year and I can't really pinpoint the changes that I've been through. I mean, maybe when I go to Saudi and like go back to my house there, I'm gonna like sit in the place where I like, you know, like grew up and go to the places. Maybe I'm gonna realize, maybe I'm gonna have a new perspective on things. Maybe I'm just like getting ahead of myself. But I don't know, man. I just it's so I'm like not even sad. I'm just truly like, girl, like I couldn't tell you what's gonna happen in a year from now. And that's how it is like every year. Like you truly don't know what's gonna happen every year, but I mean in terms of me, at least before when I was in high school, even though I was like, yeah, well, things are not really gonna change that much a year from now, but I'm still excited to see how I change as a person. Um, but I don't know if I'm excited anymore because it's low-key scary. It's low-key terrifying. Um, I keep doing like I keep putting myself out there, which I'm like very proud of myself. I keep doing things that I want to do, but everything that I have done has like shocked me, you know, like it's always been like that's so Raven, like where it's just like, you know, like I don't, it's always something. um I don't know, it's just I don't know why I'm like so hard on myself. Like I've done so much. I've been in 2 theater shows, my 2 ever theater shows. I think I've done a very good job. Um, I've done a short film with like friends. I've been in college. I've met a lot of incredible people, you know, and like immigrating is a tough thing. Like I forget about that. But you know, here we are, and it's like, who want to suck on this pussy? Like it's crazy. No, but I don't know. It's just like I guess things have never been the way that I thought they were, if that makes sense. Like, I have always lied to myself about the reality of things. And not in a delusional way, not in a like, I can afford this and like I have a like negative $300 account. Like, that's not, that's not what I mean. But like, I've always lied to myself about like the condition of things. I'm like, you know, things have been worse. Or, you know, this is fine, this is good, this is whatever. But it's not. It's not. And I always realize that after. Or like whenever I'm like with someone and they admit that they don't like this one thing, I'm like, you know what? Me too. And it's like, I knew that it wasn't good. I knew this isn't what I'm telling myself it is. But it's like such a coping mechanism, and I've done it for the longest time. Um and I don't know. I don't like that. Also, I just like, it's been 22 minutes and I just completely jumped into speaking my deepest, darkest secrets. Guys, this is exclusive. Should I start a Patreon? um, charge you $300 a month for exclusive content. Oh, not Patreon, OnlyFans. And I know who's gonna pay for that. And I'll name them. No, but the future of this channel, hopefully, if I carry through with it, which I really, really want to, is that we're at least, we're at least gonna have like a weekly podcast episode, right? And then I'm gonna like do vlogs. I'm gonna start doing gaming soon. And yeah, but those are gonna be like, because this is a lot more like laid back and I don't really have to do much editing. So this is definitely gonna happen a lot more. I don't really want a structure. I mean, I don't really watch podcasts that have a structure to them. And if I do, then call 911. He's going crazy. I don't know. I like a fluid conversation. Not fluid. Nothing is coherent about this conversation. But I just like a conversation that feels like a FaceTime call. You know, there's nothing more comforting than that. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's just like, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm envisioning. For the gaming stuff, I don't know when that's gonna happen. But that will be happening. Like, I really, really want to do that. That's something that I've wanted to do since I was a child, like do gaming videos or whatever. And then the vlogs, if I have like something interesting happening, because if like nothing interesting is happening, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do the podcast. Also, when I say podcast, it's YouTube exclusive. Because it's like, why would I bother putting this on like other platforms? And I'm like, you know, like, also I have like a keyboard thing for my iPad, so it's like I have 2 computers back to back. Proof. Yeah. I really hope you can hear that, or else that was like really embarrassing. But what was I saying? Yeah, like that's the issue that I had the other time. Last time I was doing YouTube, it's like I pretended that this was like so serious. Like, I had millions and millions of fans. Like, girl, I was out here thinking I was like Mr. Beast. Like, girl, we need to upload this. We need to. Like, it's a one-man show. This is supposed to be a hobby. Your cousin is your biggest fan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing wrong with that. But, you know, I like took it so seriously, and I truly was like, didn't do it for fun. Like, I did it because I was like, I wanted money, I wanted this, I wanted that. And then it's like, and I took the editing so goddamn seriously. Like, I wanted it to be perfect. But also, the thing about editing is that I needed to finish it the day of, because if I don't change it and I look back on the footage, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like, I keep like changing things and making it better and better. But it's just like, no, no, you need to, like, I need, you know what I mean? Like, you need to do things once and let it as it. That's how I need to do things. That's how I do things. Like, for audition tapes, um, or, or like, whatever. Like, it's things that you can do multiple times. I'm just gonna do them once and call it a day, because I'm gonna keep thinking about it. I'm gonna keep repeating it. I'm gonna keep, and it's just gonna drive me crazy. And that's what happened with YouTube. Because like, you need to shoot the video, you need to edit the video. Editing takes so much time, and depending on the type of editing that you're doing as well, then you gotta do the thumbnail, and then it's like you gotta tell people on Instagram, and it's like, girl, shut up. So yeah, no, I'm just gonna do whatever I want now. I really don't care. If I want to talk about sucking dick and balls, then I'm gonna talk about sucking dick and balls. And is my mom sleeping in the other room right there? Yes. And is the door open? Yes. And is she listening to everything that I'm saying? No. Probably. But, you know, it really gets to a point. Plus, I'm turning 20 in a month and 10 days. Something like that. Not exactly 10 days, but like a month from now, I'm gonna turn 20. And that's crazy. And will I be posting something with 20 something by SZA playing in the back? Yes, I will be that bitch. How could it be 20 something all alone, still not a thing in my name? Put me in the studio right now. Right now. Yeah, and it's just not, you know. Yeah, so that's like the vibe that I'm like doing. You know, I just want to do something where it feels like I'm doing it for fun. I'm doing it because I'm making myself laugh, and because, you know, I know I have people that care about me and that, you know, would enjoy watching this as well if they had the time, or if they wanted to pretend that they like me for 2 more seconds. um so yeah, that's the whole point of this. Also, can we talk about how scary this looks? Like, every single time I shave, and it's like I do this, I'm like, low key, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Also, if it was uneven, no, it wasn't. Um, but yeah. Um, we've got like a whole 30 minutes to talk about anything. Well, let's go back to me talking about, like, I don't know. It's also, I guess it's like really sad how, like, I've been also thinking, I'm like, damn, like, it's so crazy how, like, I really don't want to go back to where I live, but also at the same time, it's like growing up, everything around me was telling me, this is not for you. This is not where you're supposed to be. This place is not made for you. Everything is rejecting you. Everything is making you feel like absolute shit. But then you finally get, you know, like, you literally cross oceans to get to where you want, or you start, you know, getting, you know, you finally put in that first step to getting to where you want to be. And you get here, and it's like, if we're being fucking honest, like, the political climate is not the best right now. And, you know, it is what it is. Whatever. Not really whatever, it's kind of scary, but, like, it is what it is. And it's like, then you see stuff where it says, like, you know, where you were was actually really great. And it's like, why didn't you appreciate it? And why didn't you? And it's like so confusing and hurtful almost, because it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing to me? Like, it's truly like crazy how, you know, you live somewhere your whole life and you reject it with your whole being for very, very valid reasons. I promise you. We might uncover those in later episodes, or if you could go to the description box down below and subscribe to my OnlyFans. It's only $400 a month. Don't fret. It's really nothing. It's just the tariffs, you guys. That's why it's $400. Usually it was like $20, but now it just like got up to $400. Yeah, because of the tariffs. And it's just like I'm confused, you know? And I don't know what to do. And it's like this thing where it's like, can I English? Can I English? It's like I don't want to admit it to myself that, you know, maybe where you were living at was like pretty good. Because it's like now I'm an adult. I also, can you believe that like about a month ago, I literally, while I was driving, for the first time ever, I was like, should I like do something in marketing or something? I don't know, because I like don't want to work my whole life. I don't want to work my whole life. Like, yeah, I'm still gonna work in marketing, but I mean, at least I'm gonna work my ass off and get like a stable income, right? What, like, people in marketing jobs start off with like 40, 50K a year, and then you can build off of that, you know? So, whereas with acting, it's like acting and directing and whatnot, it's like freelance. But on the other hand, it's like I'm gonna completely hate myself if I don't go for what I want. Yeah, so I had that thought for the first time ever, that I'm just gonna, you know, like have, like I should do marketing, and it's like I don't care for marketing. I would be good at it, but I just don't care for it. You know, it's just not what I want to do. And that's ultimately what I'm gonna be minoring in. I'm gonna be minoring in that just in case. And that was really hard for me. That was really, really hard for me to admit to, because it's like I don't wanna admit to that. I don't wanna do that. You know, I want to do what I want to do, and I want to live off of it. And I don't know. It's like also like finally like dipping my toes in acting, right? Like doing theater. As much as it's been fun, I have never like I've like struggled with self-esteem my whole life. Like low self-esteem has been such a like big thing in my life, and it got so much better the last 2 years, especially 2 years. Oh no, we're not at 3 years. I'm almost that scared me, but yeah, like it's gotten so much better, and I'm so thankful. But it's like people with depression. It like they say like how it comes and goes in waves. It's the same thing with self-esteem, especially when you like dabble in new territory, which I think like comes without saying. Like whenever you do something new, you're gonna be very, very critical of yourself because you're a beginner. So obviously, like for some reason, we immediately like attack ourselves, or at least I do. And that's how it was with theater and acting. Like I was like comparing myself with other people, and I truly have not done that since middle school. And that scared me. That was such a like scary thought. I'm like, why do I feel like I'm reverting back? Because it's like these people are so lovely and wonderful for the most part. Ooh. But yeah, no, like I truly have had like such a positive experience with almost everybody. But yeah, it's like I don't, why would um why would I like compare myself with other people? And it's like I was just overthinking the whole thing, and I like have not overthunk in like 2 years. But maybe it's part of the fact that I'm just in like new territory, and like this is new for me, and I don't know. I don't know, man. Because I don't know, I guess it's also been hard for me to kind of get nostalgic on things that were like 2, 3, maybe even like a year ago. Like getting nostalgic on things that I did, things that I felt, music that I was listening to during that time. It has been so increasingly hard for me to admit to the fact, hey, like I missed that. It like, it truly like, it makes my blood boil to admit that. It like, I am in denial about that. And I've been in denial about other things that have been bigger than this, right? But this especially feels so tough for me to admit to, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's so hard for me to be okay with the fact that, hey, you enjoyed some things about your life a few years back, hey, even a year ago. And it's okay to admit that. But I just find it so hard because it's like if I do that, then I'm admitting that, that like things were good and like I thought that they were not. I'm like always envisioning better and better. And so if I tell myself, if I admit to the fact that things were good or that they were okay, it's like, oh, so that's what you're settling for? This is the standard that we're working on, and it's like so bad. um, and also, I'm like realizing things as I'm talking, you guys. This is a free therapy session. Feel free to hit that comment section and let me know your thoughts. To my immigrant gang. But yeah, no, it's been a weird thought process because I don't know. I feel like I'm going back and forth between who I want to be and who I actually am. Who said that? Who said that? That was too real. But yeah, it's just like I don't know, like sometimes I like get so scared of like talking the way that I do. You're right? Like right now in my head I'm like, well, I know who I'm going to send this to and I know who's going to watch it. But then it's like I don't know who else is going to watch it. And that's okay. Like I don't care, you know. But but then the second that I think of like, oh, what if like a family member watches this or what if this person watches it? Then I like shrivel away and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want them to watch this. This isn't for them. They don't get to get this version of me. They get to get the silent, mysterious, nonchalant person that I am. Which doesn't exist, by the way. It's just me disassociating. That's not, you know, that's the way of like talking about it, but I'm really disassociating and I need help. But yeah, I mean, yeah, so that's like what I was thinking about mainly today because my dad just left back to go to Saudi and, you know, it just, we talked about it. He was like, yeah, like you're gonna have to go back to Saudi for a few days. And I was like, okay. Because they've been trying to get me to go there. And it's like, what am I gonna do? Literally, what am I gonna do? I spent a whole gap year last year doing that, spending time there while my two friends, the only two people at the time that I wanted to hang out with were in Paris. And why would I, like, why would I do that? And it's not like I was going to Paris because we were waiting on our papers to come to the States. But, yeah, man, it's been a journey to say the least. And I don't know, it's just been wild to me how, like, reluctant I am to, like, admit to certain things. Like, it's really difficult. And I always, thought of myself as like, no, I'm open-minded. If I need time to process things, then I will give myself the grace to do so. And I do, but I think because I'm like still getting acclimated to how fast the culture is here, I think I'm doing okay now. I think it's gotten better since I've gotten here. But like when I got here, my back was hurting. Like I was so stressed out. It was something. It was really something. But yeah, no, I just, that's what I was thinking about today, and like finally starting this YouTube channel because I just want to do something. I just want to express myself without like having to think about the implications and the creative direction. And it's like sometimes like, girl, chill out, just do whatever you want. I think that's that on that. Let me tell you guys, I've been watching a lot of movies and a lot of shows, and I will name them. Let me just go to my Letterboxd. Letterboxd, yoo-hoo. So yesterday I watched Mickey 17, which, by the way, this movie came out like not even a month ago, and it's already HD. Like, I immediately watched it at home and I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. It was like so much in it could have gone wrong. Like, I saw this one review that said Challengers Minecraft. Wait. Let me see where it was, because that was pretty funny. Challengers, Trump, and Minecraft, and that's pretty much the movie. Um, and I mean, it was pretty good. You know, would I watch it again with a friend that I like really like? It wasn't bad by any means, but it didn't really like. It was a good watch. I enjoyed it. Which, you know, says a lot, because I have not been watching things that have been good. Oh my god, like, I've been watching Breaking Bad since October of 2024, and I'm on like season 3. I'm like halfway through season 3. I am so goddamn bored. I'm at the part where, and if you care for Breaking Bad, you're probably not even gonna remember this, but I'm at the part where um the police officer was like gonna catch them, like when they were in the van. Walter White was in the van with Pinkman. What was his first name? I forgot. Pinkman. See, I don't even give a fuck about these characters. Like, this is how bored I am. And Hank, the police officer, was gonna catch them, but then they like planned this like call, like, oh, your wife's in the hospital, like she's in dire condition, and he left. And they destroyed the van. That's the episode that I'm on. And then I started Devil May Cry 2 days ago. No, 3 days ago. And then I finished it yesterday. Or today. Today. I think I finished it today. But, yeah, today, but like early in the afternoon. And honestly, I didn't know it was based off of a video game. I just saw it on my Netflix when it came out, and I was like, ooh, she looks interesting. And I started it. And I liked it. I don't think a lot of people who enjoy the games like it. They think that, you know, it doesn't do the game franchise justice. Personally, I don't know anything about the games, but I thought it was well done. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a season 2. Also, I have a big problem with like modern animation because it looks so cheap and chopped. I don't know, it's just like, how do you look cheap, chopped, and you lack personality? Like, pick one struggle, please, please. But yeah, no, that's my only complaint. But maybe it's just a me thing. Maybe I need to like, because at least in like the early 2000s and like the 90s, it's like, yeah, this isn't like the best animation that I've seen, but it has so much personality and the aesthetics are there. Like, the aesthetics make up for it, especially when I watch things like, I started it last night, but I was like falling asleep, so I finished it today. This anime film called Mind Game, and I thought like the way that they were like experimenting with the animation was so fun. Was it the best? No, but that's the beauty of like experimenting with different stuff and being creative. It doesn't have to be like 4K quality, you know, for it to be good, you know? Nintendo, take notes, and you don't have to charge people 90 fucking dollars on each new piece of content. Right. I also watched Mind Game, really good anime, since we're talking about that. Watched the French film Raw last night, and my review for it on Letterboxd was bones and all, but incest. You heard me. Let me read you the synopsis. I was like kind of bored. This is it. Right. Not Rami Malek in the corner. And Justine's family, everyone is a vet and a vegetarian. At 16, I can read, I promise. At 16, she's a gifted teen, ready to take on her first year in vet school, where her older sister also studies. There, she gets no time to settle. Hazing starts right away. Justine is forced to eat raw meat for the first time in her life. Unexpected consequences emerge as her true self begins to form. And like, I couldn't care less. I thought the practical effects were like good. They were well done. I just couldn't care less for the characters. Um, it just, I don't know why people love this whole like, oh, this is an elite high school and there's a hierarchy, and you know, you guys are the freshmen, so you're gonna eat the dirt that I stand on, and that's what I say, and say yes to daddy and suck my balls. Like, what? 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 Like, did you fucking hear that? Like, I don't, like, I hate that whole stuff. It's so hard for me to get under that. Although, speaking of, like, school hierarchy, I'm watching Euron High School Host Club. I think that's what the anime is called. Uran. Ouran. High School Host Club. Really fun, really silly. Although I don't know it's basically like this girl, she looks like a boy. We find out that she's a girl later. But basically she's like in this prestigious school. She's like they're on a scholarship. And it's like she hates these rich people. She doesn't really relate to anyone, and she went to this room in the first episode. She went to this room to study, and then she accidentally goes into the host club, and it's these guys, these twinks, excuse me, these twinks, that are like, that have this club, and they basically like kind of pretend to be like these girls' boyfriends, or like they pretend to be flirty with them, and like that's the whole concept. And then my girl over here, Haruri, how I forgot her name, but she drops this like antique vase that's like 8 million yen, and they're like, oh, you have to join the club so you can pay off your debt, because like, how are you, you're not gonna pay it off with money that you don't have. Don't gag my good sis like that. Please don't gag her like that. And yeah, and like my good sis doesn't care. She's like mask presenting, but she's a girl, and they're trying to make her like femme presenting, because they're like, oh, she's so pretty, she's so pretty, but it's like my girl doesn't give two fucks. And I love that for her. She's so progressive. She's a queen. So that's what I'm watching right now. I'm on episode 4. I also watched the Jim Carrey movie Bruce Almighty. Honestly, what I did, I just went on my watch list and I just like scrolled and like, boom, okay, we're watching that movie. Like, that's what I did. Because I like need to watch stuff. I haven't like watched stuff in a very, very, very long time. But also, you know what's bad? I've been watching everything on like 1.5 speed. Sorry, sorry. Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing your body. Why was I saying sorry? Oh, because I'm not watching anything. Yeah, like, is that what I said? Is that what I forgot. Let's move on. But yeah, I watched Bruce Almighty. Honestly, I don't care for Jim Carrey. I think he could have been really hot if he just like shut the fuck up, you know? That's like me. He's literally me. I'm literally projecting. Like, I clocked my tea. Ciao. I clocked my own tea. Excuse me. I didn't mean to do you like that, king. But yeah, because I'm like, he's really handsome, but it's like he's trying to be funny so hard and it's not working. Okay, that feels too real to me. Guys, please comment down below if I'm not funny. Matter of fact, unsubscribe. You're not even subscribed. If you're watching this, please subscribe, guys. It really helps me out, and it helps me feed the children on the table. What? It helps me put food on the table to feed the children that are sitting at the table. Mama, Houston boots the down. I need to go to bed. But yeah, watch Bruce Almighty. Honestly, I don't care. I didn't really care. Also, like, he's like really affectionate with his actresses, and I don't know if this is like a conversation that's been had. No hate to him, you know, he like raised the whole generation, whatever, right? But I don't know, I feel like I need to speak with the actresses that he worked with, like lead actresses or not. And I need to see if they were uncomfortable with him being that touchy and affectionate. Cause girl, some of those bloopers, I'm just like, it's like, are you laughing because you want to laugh or because you're held at gunpoint? Like, are you silent or were you silenced? The latter. Um, Actually, the opposite. Never mind. But yeah, that's what I did. What else? What else? What else? What else have I watched? I've been watching Kirby gameplay because I love Kirby. Hence my the channel profile picture. Love Kirby. Love him so so much. That's literally my boy. I've been replaying Kirby's Return to Dreamland on my Switch. Oh, and speaking of the Switch, I was foreshadowing it earlier when I mentioned the $90. I know, guys, that was really subtle. I'm like working on my comedic timing. It's crazy. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you don't need to stand up. Oh, guys, please. Thank you. But yeah. Oh, the hair is crazy. Oh la 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 la. C'est pas possible. Yeah, no, the I'm sorry, $500 fucking dollars on the console and an extra $90 for physical copies, which by the way are not even like actual like disc cards. It's these things that they're calling them key cards, and it's like this thing that you put in the Switch. It's like the game, right? You put it just like how daddy wants. You put it in and you put it in. Oh my god. Let me say that one more time. You put it in and like you still have to download it with internet. Like you can't play the game right off the bat. Like you still need to download it with internet, which is so fucking stupid. And I don't know why they're doing that. I really don't. And like they're like, oh, $80 for digital games. I personally like to collect my own games, and also living in a household with siblings that one day might have their own Switches or their own consoles. If we have the same game, why would we buy the same game multiple times? You know what I mean? That's what they created, this whole like virtual game, like this digital game catalog thing that you can have, which I don't really understand how that works. I don't know, girl. We're going into dark, dark fucking times. 90 or even $80 for a game is insane to me. $80? $80. Right. Like, what are we talking about? I don't even pay for my phone bill. That my phone bill isn't even 80 fucking dollars. What are we talking about? It's crazy, girl. So yeah, girl, like that's what I've been up to. I have a shift tomorrow, today technically, at 4 p.m. It's gonna be my first time closing. It's gonna be on a Friday, and I'm scared. Because even though like serving seems easy, and it is, like you'll get the hang of it, girl, I was stressed out of my mind. Those first 2 days of training, I was stressed. I was so stressed. But I'll be fine, right? Right. Um, but yeah, that's that on that. Um, do I have anything else I want to talk about today? No, that's pretty much it. I've been having like an ongoing existential crisis. Oh, my main trade, who I've been seeing since August, called it off. Um, yes, I called it off with my main trade. Not because they were like a horrible person. They were really, really nice actually. And they did not reply to me, which I'm scared. No, like they did reply to me when I said like, hey, like I can't do this anymore for this and that. But then when I like further continued, because I expected we were gonna have like a whole conversation, they didn't reply, and it's been what, 2 days now. I'm gonna give it a few more days just to let them sit with it, because I'm getting a little concerned, because like technically we didn't like nothing bad happened. It's just I ended it off because we just don't want the same things, you know. We just don't, we're not really on the same page when it comes to that. And I realized that I've been kind of ignoring that. And I don't know, that's not okay. I don't know, I just have been better at like setting boundaries. Also, speaking of trades, I'm literally off the fucking apps. Girl, those apps are so draining, and I'm actually off the apps. Like, I say that, and then I'm like on it the next day. No, girl. Like, okay, I still have one of the apps, but it's like I want to go on dates and stuff, you know? Like, I want to do this, I want to do that. I don't want to do that, you know? Like, I don't want to get to that immediately. It's so draining. And people are so exhausting. People are so exhausting. They're so exhausting. Yeah, that's been that too. It's like, it's so crazy how people will settle for anything. I'm tired. I'm tired of that. So, yeah, that's that on that. I also have not really set up like something for like the podcast. I don't have like a saying. I don't know if I'm gonna have a theme song. We'll see how it goes. But I think I'm gonna end it because I'm losing all my energy. um, but I think to end it off, let me tell you some of the things that I've listened to in the past few days, and I've listened to a lot. I listened to How I'm Feeling by Charlie XCX, and honestly, love Charlie, but that just wasn't really my vibe. I only listened to Party for You. I listened to Lana's album, Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? And yes, I just said the whole government name of the album because put some respect on that album because it's so good. And that album, I was listening to it because yesterday, I accidentally went on Snapchat Memories, and it like a trip that I went to with my class to Jeddah. It's a different city in Saudi. And had just turned 2 years old. Like that trip just turned 2 years old, and that trip only consisted of us only being there for 3 days. It was truly one of the best trips I've been on. Like listening to this Lana album, Melanie's album, she had just dropped the deluxe to Portals. I also had gotten so much closer to my best friends. Um, it was a really good time. I was watching The Last of Us season 1, and season 2 is gonna air this Sunday. This Sunday. This Sunday. I'm so excited. Um, and so yeah, it just like brought back so much memories. It brought back so many memories that I literally went on Instagram, and oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry, I just saw something that completely shocked me. Um, sorry. Yeah, like I literally. Well, let me not put my best friends on blast, but I posted like a story, me being like with pictures of that trip or whatever, which you can check out if you follow the Instagram. And so, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it just brought back so much nostalgia, and like I got emotional because that was also around the time when I started like actually doing better, you know? So, and it felt like, wow, like these people are hanging out with me not because they want something from me, it's because they like me. So that was new. That was a new feeling at the time. But yeah, I listened to Lana's album. I also listened to Sweetener yesterday because I miss Glinda. If you don't release my fucking girl right now and give me back Ariana Grande, not Smaliana. I don't know who this is. I'm kidding. Eternal Sunshine is pretty cute. Like, she's cute. But it's definitely not my favorite era. Oops, I said it, I said it, I said it. I'm happy that she's happy, but, you know, the music for me, like, Sweetener, Thank You Next, Positions was like, you just had to be there to get it, you know? And also, like, Dangerous Woman and My Everything and Yours Truly, like, the lyrics, the production, the vocals, and she's like giving soft pop girly right now, which go off queen. Like, I'm happy for you, do whatever you want. But yeah, that's me on that. I'm not really disappointed. I'm just, you know, that's just my thoughts. I can have my opinions. I still love my girl and I will still support her. But yeah, that's that on that. I also listened to some Eternal Sunshine stuff because my best friend literally was like, I'm listening to Eternal Sunshine right now, and it's so rare for him to do that. Because he always shits on me for speaking about Ariana Grande for like 24/7. He's like, oh, here we go again. Hey, at least I'm consistent, right? Right. Unlike this whole fucking hour, I have not been consistent. But something about me, I will be consistent about Ariana fucking Grande. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, what else? What else? Oh, I listened to Biba Doobie's album. These are my favorite songs. Yeah, if you can even have read that, but This Is How Tomorrow Moves. She had some solid songs on there. Love Biba Doobie. I also listened to this album by Beyonce. I Am Sasha Fierce. And was she fierce? Yeah, I guess for the time. Um, you know, I love the like obviously the hits, Single Ladies, Diva. Also Video Phone with Lady Gaga was insane. I never heard that one before. Really good. Loved it. Um, but yeah, that's what. Oh, and also Lana really. Speaking of Lana, like literally was listening to her yesterday, and she just released the song "Henry Come On," and I'm like, oh my god, crazy, crazy, crazy boots, crazy boots. That's pretty much it, honestly. Oh, I also listened to Audrey Nuna's album. What's it called? Sorry, my brother just moves while he's in his sleep, and he's literally behind this wall, and we have thin walls, so it'd be like smacking that wall, and I'm like, damn. This album called Trench, really, I listened to a lot of stuff the past 2-3 days because I've been prioritizing rotting away. Also, my meniscus, and I open up, has it might be torn. It might be torn, teared, whatever. And the doctor like was like, because I got an X-ray, the bones are fine. But then the doctor kind of was like touching on me, and he was like pretty hot. Like I can like he had big arms, like piercing blue eyes, like can see right through my soul, and he was like touching my knee, and he's like, I just want you to relax. And he was like, it's hard to relax when someone is like touching you and telling you to. I'm like, mm-hmm. Like, um, so yeah. Um, but then he proceeded to ask me why I was on prep. Um, and he asked questions that I'm like, okay, she's not one of us. Right, right, right. Um, So yeah, that's what happened. So, and I'm gonna have a like MRI scan in 2 weeks. That's gonna literally be all my savings, because insurance in this country is a joke. Um, but I need to do it because it literally hurts and I can't work out. I don't want to add any more pressure on it. I mean, I can work out like my upper body, but I just made an excuse. Honestly, I should probably work out though. Still, like my upper body, without like injuring my leg. But anyways, um, that's that on that. So what was the moral of today? Maybe it can be. Oh, let me like say something kooky, right? That can be like the the shtig of the podcast or whatever. Something kooky that I have learned today. I have learned that things are truly never as they are with me. Like I will think something, I will say something, and then I will do something completely opposite. And that has applied for truly like the majority of my life. And I'm scared because then it makes me spiral into thinking that nothing is real. That is a little kooky. Yeah, I think that's a good way to end it off on. Anyways, let me know what you think. I'm gonna send this to people that I think might will enjoy this. Um, yeah, and thank you for watching this. If you made it this far through, I really, really appreciate it. I really do want to like have a hobby outside of like things that I'm like to add on a resume. You know, I just want to do things for the sake of doing it. Um, and part of me feels like, I can do that, so we will do that. So let's see where this goes. Hopefully I am consistent. Um, third time I've said it this time. Third, yeah. I am starting to lose it. I need to go to sleep. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you. And I will catch you in the next one. What's gonna be my fandom name? I guess we'll see. Cookies? 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 I know that cookie good.